Hi, I'm Dennis Rodkin. I write the Deal Estate column for Chicago Magazine, and this is DEQs, where I answer readers' real estate questions. Jerry in Rogers Park asks, we're renters in Rogers Park, and we've decided to buy now before prices start climbing out of reach. We want to stay close to where we already are, so we're looking in Westridge, Rogers Park, and Edgewater. Can you tell us which of those neighborhoods is the best investment? Jerry, these days, the way to see how something is going to perform in the future is really to take a look at what it's done during the past, during these bust years. There are a few reasons. If prices have been stable during this time, or relatively stable, then that means that the fundamentals are in place in that neighborhood and the neighborhood's going to thrive in the years in the near future. It's also a sign that there hasn't been an enormous amount of foreclosure, because foreclosure contributes to blight of the neighborhood, and blight can hinder the ability, again, to move forward when times turn up. All three of the neighborhoods you're looking at are really great places to live. They're all good. They've all got individual assets and they've got their weaknesses. But if all factors were equal, I'd go for Edgewater. They're not exactly equal. Edgewater is more expensive than the other two, but we'll come back to that in a second. So let's look how each one has done during the bust years. Start with Rogers Park, where you live now. Property there has lost the most value of the three neighborhoods. Single-family homes lost half their value from 2006 to 2012, and condos may have lost as much as 70%. Now, these are numbers that call into play foreclosures and everything else. Individual homes may not have performed just as badly, but there's a huge number of foreclosures in Rogers Park, especially condos. Prices seem to be ticking up, foreclosures seem to be ticking down, but there is a forecast that a lot of foreclosures are still to come in Chicago, and they could be concentrated in places like Rogers Park, which were already on the bubble. Then let's look at Westridge, which is just west of Rogers Park. The losses have been smaller there on single-family homes. Values dropped about 39% from 2006 to late 2011, early 2012. But condo losses have been considerable there. It's about 70% lost, though some of that may have been regained in recent months. That's also evidently a problem with foreclosures, although the foreclosure problem hadn't been quite as pronounced in Westridge as in Rogers Park. Nevertheless, some losses there. Now let's look at Edgewater, which is just south of Rogers Park. It's done very well compared to those two neighborhoods and also compared to the norms around the city. Single-family homes in Edgewater only dropped about 10% of their value in the course of the bust years. That's really good compared to the city norm of about 25%. Condos are down about 37%, also not great, but less than the other two neighborhoods and less than the norm around the city. Keep in mind that the fact that prices haven't fallen as much does mean that there's a higher cost of entry into Edgewater than into those other two neighborhoods. The median price in Edgewater for a single-family home is about $500,000, although you can get in for considerably less in a single-family home and for much less in a condo, where they start in the approximately $120,000 range. But if you can afford the prices Edgewater has, it looks like it's the strongest investment going forward, and that would be followed by Westridge. Thanks for your question. Send me more at dennis@rodkin.com.